how to make death salsa. And we're using today death sauce, of course, and Slatherin sauce, the original recipe. Get yourself a fresh tomato, an onion, and a pepper, your choice, the hotter to fit your own taste. I've also got some spices here, oregano. You can use cilantro, some paprika, and black pepper, and any other particular dry spices that you prefer, feel free to add. Chop up your pepper. I'm not a professional chef, so, try not to cut your fingers off either. But, it gets the job done. And you notice I have a can of diced tomatoes there. You can get these cheap cans of diced tomatoes. That look for the ones that just say tomatoes, contents tomatoes. No extra salt, no other ingredients or anything of the kind. And of course you've heard it before, but if you cut the ends off of the onion first, you will not get teary-eyed. And chop up. I usually put a half onion in for this sort of thing. Again, chop to the size that you feel comfortable with, and cut to fit the mouth, as they used to say in Atlantic City on the boardwalk for one of the saltwater taffy companies. Now, I just put one tomato here. The can of tomatoes, as you'll see later on, is optional, but you'd be surprised that just one regular-sized tomato will give you enough cubes of tomato for the salsa. So try that, folks. And as we watch the chopping procedure here. By the way, these ingredients, the death sauce and the Slatherin sauce, are available at Paprika, because here at the 159 Live magazine, we check out all the ingredients and our sponsors to make sure that everything they have is what it is said and propped up to be. I like to put some garlic in with mine, so just crush a few cloves. They say if you have 4 cloves of garlic, it functions the same as Viagra for you gentlemen out there who may be interested in that little side note. It's also good for the circulatory system in general. Chop those up. Some people don't like garlic. I personally love it. And scoop them up, throw them in the batch. Now, you'll see at this point, there's really not much of a liquid content, so I'm going to put a healthy pouring of the Slatherin sauce in there. Just kind of like a relish almost, if you're familiar with summer picnic ingredients. And then this is probably way more hot sauce than the average person would put in, but I put it in. And then just dump your dry spices in there. Mix it all together. And I guess I'm getting the olive oil, so, pinch of kosher salt, by the way. If you don't have kosher salt, sea salt, that kind of thing. And mix it up. This audio commentary is done after the fact, folks. Obviously, I wouldn't have had the ability to do this live. Now, what I'm doing is I'm pouring in some tomatoes out of the canned tomato, just to bulk it up. And if you have a bigger party and you're going to be serving, more than just a couple people, why not? Or you could chop up another couple tomatoes. Healthy portion of extra virgin olive oil. That will complete the scene. And as you mix this up, you'll start to see what you would expect is the normal consistency of a good salsa. Almost even a bruschetta, if you're familiar with that. And I would taste it at this point and see if it's hot enough or spice to your liking. And I've done that and found out, you know what, I'll put a little bit more of the death sauce in there. I think this could go hot. It's a fairly big bowl of tomatoes, which will dilute the heat and the spice. So why not? And this stuff is really good. I was really quite surprised myself. I only recently discovered this from Paprika. And there you have it. Something that's, goes great with any kind of. You put this dip bread in this as well. And there's the final thing in the end. Boy, that's good stuff. Good.